Every big revolution, every huge idea, it needs more than just the technical stuff, right? It needs a story, a symbol people can actually connect with. And for something as game-changing as Bitcoin, pure math and code are, well, they're the bedrock, but they're not the whole story. So how does the most powerful financial network on Earth get a new, more approachable face? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into. Okay, so for more than 15 years, this right here, Bitcoin.org, has been ground zero. It's like the Library of Alexandria for Bitcoin. I mean, it's where you find the super serious, peer-reviewed papers, the original white paper, the whole 9 yards. It's incredibly professional, super comprehensive, and honestly, if you're a tech person, it is an absolute masterpiece. But you can feel it, right? For all that technical perfection, something was just missing. There was this huge gap, this chasm between the crazy complex math and just, regular people. It needed a face, something to humanize the numbers, to make it feel less like a homework assignment and more like a real global movement you'd actually want to be a part of. And the community, they saw that gap loud and clear. Their solution wasn't some complicated new code or a technical fix. Nope, it was something way more human. And here it is, meet Biddy. This is the answer. Biddy was literally born to be the face of what people are calling orange culture. The whole idea is to have a mascot that just smashes down those intimidating technical walls, to make Bitcoin feel more approachable, more alive, and yeah, even a little fun. It's all about building this awesome cultural layer right on top of the financial one. So here's the big takeaway, right? Biddy is basically living proof that the Bitcoin ecosystem isn't static, it can evolve. It proves you can be the most secure, technically superior financial network on the planet and have a cool, engaging culture at the same time. They're not fighting each other. They actually help each other grow. Okay, but hold on. How do you actually put something like a mascot on the Bitcoin blockchain without, gumming up the works? This is where things get really interesting. A huge technical leap forward had to happen, and it was all about one thing, sustainability. Let's break down how it works. Okay. Check this out. This comparison really shows you the evolution. Think of the older ways of doing this, like BRC-20s. They could create a ton of what you'd call digital junk on the network, just extra data that clogs things up. But the Runes protocol? Totally different story. It's a real game changer because it works with Bitcoin's native design, not against it. That means no digital junk, way more efficiency, and it's even ready for the Lightning Network. We're talking sustainability right from the core. So, to put it super simply, the Runes protocol is just a new, much smarter way to create tokens on Bitcoin. And the genius part, it uses Bitcoin's existing bookkeeping system, the UTXO model. Think of it like a perfectly clean list of all the unspent change in the system. By using what's already there, it stays incredibly lightweight and efficient. It's just a really elegant solution. All right, so we've got the big cultural idea. And we've got the slick, sustainable tech to make it a reality. Now for the proof. Because this isn't just some drawing on a website. Biddy is permanently, irreversibly engraved on the Bitcoin blockchain. I mean, forever. And what you're seeing here, this is basically Biddy's digital birth certificate, all laid out for anyone in the world to see. First, you see the inscription order gets submitted to the network. Then the network gets to work and actually creates the digital asset. And finally, boom, it's confirmed on-chain. It's now a permanent, totally verifiable piece of the blockchain. The whole process is completely out in the open. And let's get specific. Here are the hard facts of Biddy's creation. Mark your calendars. February 4th, 2026. That's when it was etched, right there in block number 935,003. And it has its own unique identifier on the Runes protocol, number 209,730. This is so important. It's not just some file sitting on a server somewhere that can be deleted. It's a real, permanent part of Bitcoin's history now. Now, take a look at this number, 21 million. Does that ring a bell? It should, and that is absolutely not a coincidence. Biddy's total supply is capped at 21 million, intentionally mirroring the famous scarcity of Bitcoin itself. It's a brilliant way to connect this new cultural idea directly to the most fundamental economic principle of the entire network. So let's zoom out. What does all this actually mean for the bigger picture? Why should you care about a mascot made with some new sustainable tech? Well, it's all about strengthening the entire Bitcoin ecosystem, but from a totally new direction. Think about it this way. Every single time someone mints or trades a biddy, they're not just moving a token around. They're directly interacting with and, in a way, strengthening the Bitcoin network. It's more than just trading, it's engagement. It's the community itself, actively building this new exciting layer on top of the core Bitcoin economy, literally one transaction at a time. So you might be thinking, okay, how do I get involved? And honestly, it's probably easier than you think. First, you just need a wallet that supports runes. Something like Xverse, Unisat, or Lether will do the trick. Then you just fund it with a little bit of Bitcoin, and you're all set to mint or trade biddy. But the main thing to remember is this. You're not just getting some token. You're actually owning a piece of Bitcoin's cultural infrastructure as it's being built. You're part of the evolution. And all of this really leads to a huge question, doesn't it? For years, we've all been focused on Bitcoin's financial evolution. But what if the next massive leap for Bitcoin isn't just about finance at all? What if it's cultural? What if the real key to bringing in the next billion people is this exact mix? The world's most secure math, combined with a personality that people can actually connect with. It's definitely something to think about.